Hello, welcome to another day with Prini. Today I'm doing all about abs exercise, and all my abs exercises are done at home. I'm doing everything that has to do with home exercise. I'm trying to lose all my weight DIY, do it yourself. I'm doing everything myself, so I try as much as possible to buy the necessary equipment I need at home. Mommy pouch is not an easy part of the stomach to slim down. After 4 babies, 4 pregnancies, that mommy pouch is very difficult. The last time I fought everything I did for it to go. So this time around, I'm trying my best. In this my weight loss, you look at your body, you know where you have challenge. Like the places I know that is challenging to me is my stomach and my hand, Christian mother hand, and the mommy pouch. So I concentrate so much on them, because if I lose them, then I'm good to go. So I concentrate mainly on my hand and my lower stomach. That's where I think that the real challenges, places I want to slim down. So today being the 27th of December, I'm going to tell you a story. It's very dear to me. I told you in one of my videos I lost my sister-in-law. That's my husband's immediate elder sister. She's a twin. I lost her 9th of March this year, 2023. In a very touching way, she died. So today is like her birthday. It's meant to be her 46th birthday on planet Earth. No, 45th, sorry. 45 years. 45 years on planet Earth, but she did not make it. Then what happened? In March 9th, I know we spoke to her earlier in the day because she calls very often. I'm very close to her. I'm very fond of her. Even I and my husband, she's the closest person to my husband in the family. But in every family, when you marry into someone, your spouse is like, this person is close to me. I'm very close to this person. So I got to know her very well through my husband. So we became very close. We talk very often. She calls very often. So that day, that 9th of March, my husband went to work. He was doing this his morning shift. So he left very early. But like that 5:20 a.m., two of us were already awake. He got ready. Babe, bye. He left for work. I was preparing the children. I'm preparing their breakfast, so go and do. I'll wake them up by 6. The next thing, the door flung open. He opened the door and broke down on the door. I was scared. I thought that maybe he had an accident. I stood by there. I was wondering. I said, what happened? He was crying there. I didn't even understand. I was saying maybe the car was bashed, or maybe he hit someone. Maybe something very complicated here in Germany, Deutschland. Maybe something terrible happened. Then he was calling he called her name and the son's name, but I didn't understand. So I thought maybe I said, Casey, the son. I'm like, what happened? So he now said, the sister, they died. Do you know, I was shocked. You know, when this thing called death comes, it's very shocking. Someone you spoke to yesterday, by early morning the next day, you're getting a news that the person is dead. Before that, our phones were switched off. You know, when you want to sleep, we took off our internet. So I think they were trying to reach us to tell us in the midnight that she died. But you know, our both phones were switched off. So I think when my husband, okay, before I continue, this is abs glider. This is the abs glider. You can use for abs. You see, it's not easy, it's very difficult. But this helps for the abs crunch. It's total core exercise. It helps with the abdominal, it helps with the stomach fat. Back to my story. So when he now put on his phone, he was driving, he now got a call. So he could not go back to work. He called them halfway. He said his hands were shaking on the steering. He could not drive. He had to call his office that he cannot make it. That just received a very bad news. So he has to come back to the house. So when he opened it and told me, I was shaking. I was pregnant. I was shaking. I felt my heart beat. Then we came in. I didn't even know. I was pacifying someone and I was crying. I didn't even know who to console each other. So when this thing happened, we were crying. We're like, how? 2 people, she and her second son. How did she and her second son die in one day? How did this happen? So we said reaching them, we called them. They now said one of her best friends, but she's not based, because they were based in South Africa. Her best friend was once in South Africa but have relocated to America. Told us that she even spoke to her late that night around 10. Look, okay, back to my spot again. You see that this one is still an abs roller, all from abdominal. I'm targeting it. It's not easy. You know, when you see people doing this thing that are very sportly, you should be telling yourself, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. See me, it's very difficult. I was trying my best. So back to what I was saying. So that one said that she spoke to her by 10, that she, about around 9, that she was preparing food for herself and her 3 children. Mind you, this my husband's sister is a widow. Her marriage lasted fully 5 years. Her husband died when he went for sports. He was coming out of the gym. He had cardiac arrest. By rushing him to the hospital, he slumped and died. So she had only a 5 years marriage. And her last son was already 16 years. And the one that died was 17 years. But the last one did not die. He was there. But so when they finished making the food, they ate. The last one too. Back to my sport. You see, I'm using a twister. This 360 twister is not easy, but I've shared my purse. So when they brought the food, they ate the food. The last one said they ate the porridge. He ate. The mother and the immediate elder brother. Then he went to the room to play games. Wow, this is under equipment. This one has to do with the stomach. It was not easy. I tried my best. Watch me. It was not easy. I'll try and list all the things I use. So when he said he ate, he went into the room. Then the mother and the second son, they were doing, okay, the first son is in school in Canada, so he was not around. So they made a smoothie. And this, according to what I heard, they said they went out that evening, they bought this pomegranate fruits. They made a smoothie, they drank. But the third son said that they were calling him. He said, I'm coming. He was playing game. He was in the room. So the mother and the second son drank the juice. And after that, after like 10 minutes, she's older. She said shouting, her stomach. She was just shouting. The 2 sons said they had it. They ran out of the house. They were confused what to do. So they said that she was shouting. She held her stomach. She was shouting. They did not even know 2 young boys. One was 17, the other one was 16. They ran out from the house. They said running to the nearby clinic to go and help. Mind you, the last son did not drink this smoothie. It was the middle son and the mother. So when they ran out of the house to go to the clinic, on their way back, the middle son was already he was feeling weak. He now told the last brother, run to the house, go and check mom. I'm tired, let me be walking small. So the last son ran into the house. As he ran into the house, he saw his mother foaming on the ground. So by then, they said calling their late father's cousin to come to the house. Their late father's cousin said he was even on his way coming to the house because he gave her cash because she was relocating to Canada from South Africa. That was like her last month in South Africa. So he said he was hitting the gate. They now opened. He now saw her on the ground foaming. He bundled her into his car. They drove to the clinic, the main hospital. They put her on the intensive care unit. So he was not asking the last brother, where's your brother? That one said, he was on the road. He told me when they ran back to the house, they did not see the other brother. They ran to the road. They saw him dead on the ground. He was already cold. He was dead. It was very pathetic. So he was already dead on an arrival. So they moved him straight back to the hospital. He was declared dead. So they were battling with the life of my husband's sister to see what happened. They could not. She died. In that period, it was very confusing. But what they told her that she drank this pomegranate smoothie. Then my husband went online. Is it poisonous? Is it killable? Because we're confused. Nobody knew what was happening. I googled almost the whole day. I just heard that the food is healthy, just the back is poison. I said, did they eat the back? We're waiting for the autopsy. The autopsy came out that they were poisoned, chemical poison. So somebody poisoned something they ate. How? So if the third son would have drank that smoothie, he would have died equally. But he did not. He was in his room. So she died with her 17 years old son. It was very touching. We cried a lot. We questioned God. Today should have been 46. But life goes on. So I'm just saying this video because today my husband woke up very moody, very emotional. After her death, her twins are having some episodes, strange episodes, that he has been in the psychiatric hospital for 3 months. My husband told me he can't even talk to her twin. He's in the psychiatric hospital for 3 months without his wife and children. She's in the mortuary. But life, that's what we learn. So that's I'm sharing this experience. That today you can talk to somebody, the next day they tell you the person is gone. Someone that was healthy, strong. She was one of my sport motivators when I started in 2020. I'll call her because she's very sport conscious, healthy conscious. She'll tell me do this. When I lost the first 40 kg. So remembering everything that happened is very touching. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for my next videos. I'll tell you more stories. Thank you for being there. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for watching. Watch me transform my body. Thank you for 2023 coming to an end. Subscribe, be there for me, cheer me up, watch the progress. Stay tuned, see me transform my body. I'm happy. Have a lovely day. Till next time. Bye.